Impossible Foods is a Silicon Valley-based startup founded by Stanford biochemist Patrick Brown with a goal to make the global food system more sustainable. Currently, 1/3 of Earth's arable land is devoted to raising livestock. The environmental impacts includes not only the production of methane from livestock farming, but also the feed, land, water, transportation, and energy needed to produce meat. Commercial animal agriculture is therefore one of the biggest contributors to global climate change. That's where Impossible Food comes in. By introducing a source of plant-based protein that is both nutritious and tasty, the company aims to reduce environmental impact and thus improve human health. Impossible Foods has created the Impossible Burger, a plant-based meat patty that sizzles and bleeds like real meat. It uses no meat, 95% less land, and 74% less water, and produces 87% less greenhouse gases than regular beef burgers.
The company began in 2011 with the simple question, why does meat taste like meat? Brown and his team of scientists, engineers, chefs, farmers, and foodies spent 5 years researching every aspect of the unique sensory experience of meat. By recreating the precise flavors, textures, aromas, and nutrition of ground beef, they began to understand meat at the molecular level. The team was able to make the Impossible Burger look, smell, and taste incredibly similar to meat. Their secret ingredient? Heme. Appropriately dubbed plant blood, heme is an organic molecule found in the protein leg hemoglobin, which is the plant version of hemoglobin. The structure of heme gives it the ability to attract oxygen, just like the hemoglobin in blood. Leg hemoglobin is naturally found in the roots of nitrogen-fixing plants like peas and soybeans. Similar to myoglobin, the heme protein is abundant in animal muscles and gives meat its unique flavor and aroma as well as its red or pink color. Unfortunately, harvesting the protein from those roots would be energy and resource intensive. Brown and his team developed a solution. They isolate the gene for heme from leg hemoglobin protein in soybeans, insert it into yeast, ferment the yeast, and then extract the heme.
By taking this soybean gene that encodes the heme protein and transferring it to yeast, Impossible Foods has been able to produce vast quantities of the blood-like compound. Each batch of the red liquid in the lab holds enough heme to make about 20,000 quarter-pound Impossible Burgers. In the first step, the soy leg hemoglobin gene is added to a yeast strain. The yeast is genetically engineered to make heme. Next, this altered strain is then grown in a fermenter, which is a batch process. Following fermentation, Impossible Foods then isolates the leg hemoglobin, or heme, from the yeast. Finally, this key ingredient, heme, is added to the other plant-based Impossible Burger ingredients to give it the intense, meaty flavor, aroma, and cooking properties of animal meat. The patty is also made of textured wheat protein and potato protein, to which flecks of coconut oil are added to replicate fat once the burger is cooked. The simple burger creation process allows Impossible Foods to produce the Impossible Burger at scale with the lowest achievable environmental impact. By producing the heme and yeast, Impossible Foods avoids digging up soy plants to harvest the root nodules, which would promote erosion and release carbon stored in the soil. This enables them to produce heme sustainably at high volume and make plant-based meat for millions of people, offsetting the environmental impact of animal agriculture. In comparison to regular meat patties, the Impossible Burger has no cholesterol, hormones, or antibiotics, is noticeably healthier, and has no significant waste compared to meat products.
Their competitor, Beyond Meat, shares a similar mission of improving human health through plant-based products. The Beyond Burger made headlines with its pea protein-based beet juice bleeding burger, but they mostly target grocery store markets. The Impossible Burger is now available at selected restaurants in New York, LA, Las Vegas, San Francisco, and will be available internationally in a few years. Patrick Brown admits the Impossible Burger still needs work. The texture is more like turkey than beef, the flavor is slightly muted, and each patty costs a hefty $20. It's unclear whether the burger will sway meat eaters towards a vegetarian lifestyle, but the team is rapidly advancing towards improvement. Bill Gates, Google Ventures, and billionaire venture capitalist Vinod Khosla have backed the Impossible Burger. In total, the company has raised $182 million in seed funding.
Impossible Foods looks forward to producing plant-based versions of virtually any meat, including chicken, pork, dairy, or fish, as well as yogurt, milk, and cheese. Impossible Foods hopes to help make the food landscape healthier, less wasteful, and more sustainable.